Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I'm okay, but I've got something to tell you. There's not going to be any kind of baking video today because I really hate the cake I've made for today. So I finished it about 2 hours ago, and I was sort of doing like the glamour shots, you know, like how I do like for my videos, like the start of the video, and I show it towards the end as well. And I was like looking at, I've set my setup, and I was looking at it through my viewfinder, and I was like, no, there's nothing glamorous about this cake. And like throughout the whole day, I've sort of been trying to convince myself that I like it, and I hate it. I'm gonna show you it now. So here it is. Hopefully you can see it, it's not washed out. There we go. Yeah, this is the monstrosity. So this cake was inspired by this picture. So Zed, it was another pop song inspired cake. So Zed and Liam Payne, I'll put it on screen so you can see it properly. Zed and Liam Payne had a song out called Get Low, came out last week. I've been obsessed with it. I was gonna do a different cake this week, 2 different cakes this week, but the ingredients wasn't gonna come in on time. So I went for this one, sort of last minute, and yeah, I hate it. So I tried to do sort of palm trees out of meringue. They look kind of like, some sort of like hot dog with like a parasite on top. Like, before I baked them, they looked okay, but no. But I also did like palm leaves around it. So I got this idea from Greggy Soriano, who's an amazing cake decorator on YouTube. You should all subscribe to his channel. And he did this on a sort of like a floaty cake, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. And yeah, he made it look so easy. And I had such a hard time doing this. And it was looking really skeletal. So then I added in more like leaves on the palm leaves. That doesn't make sense. Leaves on the palm leaves. That doesn't make sense. Like, you know, the things. I've got some in the background, but but yeah, I really hated how that looked. I hate this cake so much. I'm so sorry. And I just thought it'd be cool if I did like a get to know me sort of tag video, because I got so many new subscribers. Like over 200 new subscribers. So last week I had 470, I think it was, and at the last time I looked today, I had 730 subscribers. So hello to all of you. So I just thought it'd be cool to do a get to know me tag, and I just want to say a big thank you to Billy from Sweetie Darling for giving me a shout out and trying out my Moules recipe. I'll put it on screen, and I'll leave a link in the description box below to her channel and the video. And John Keith from Koali Parks for giving me another shout out in one of his videos. So he's already given me a shout out in a previous video. He gave me a shout out on Instagram, and then he gave me a shout out last week on his Spider-Man cake. Like, John, I love you. You've been so supportive of my channel. I don't know why. So I'm sort of warbling on. So I'm gonna go get my laptop, and I'm gonna get some sort of questions up for myself, and we're gonna go straight into this. So I've got my laptop here, and I'm gonna Google get to know me tag, and I'm gonna see what comes up. So, get to know me questions, YouTube Society. Okay, get to know me. So there's 25 questions, and I'm gonna try and go through them as fast as I can. So what's my middle name? My middle name is Nathaniel. So that's why my Instagram name is Curtis Nathan. I often shorten my middle name to Nathan because when I was in primary school and anyone would ask what my middle name is, I say it's Nathaniel. We all sort of giggle about it, so I've always been so like really like self-conscious about my middle name, so I always shorten it down to Nathan. So yeah. What's my favourite colour? Pink. I think you guys know that by now. Who was my first best friend? My first best friend was a boy called Daniel. I met him in primary school. Yeah, we got on really well. We loved video games. We played video games together. We had sleepovers. We had loads of sleepovers. What else did we do? We went on bike rides, and yeah, I don't really know what happened. Like, nothing really happened. Like, we went to secondary school. Went to 2 separate schools. Secondary school, I think, is the US middle school, I think. Like, my parents split up when I was in year 8, so I was 12, 13. But, like, my parents got back together, like, literally, like, 4 months after, so it's not some big, like, scary story. But anyway, when I moved with my mum, And then, I don't know what happened. I don't think this was related, but like, if anything, it should have made us closer because me and my mum moved closer to him, like literally like down the road. And then like, we didn't, I don't know, we didn't see each other again. Like, he came over once and he rode off on his bike and then he didn't come back. Number 4, how tall am I? I am 5'7". I wish I was just like an inch taller. I just feel like I feel like I should be taller. I don't feel like my body is the right height, even though this is it, but I just, no. Cats or dogs? Cats, definitely. Dogs are too much work. I can't deal with, no. Funniest moment throughout school? It wasn't funny at the time. It was actually really quite a stressful thing for me. But now when I think back at it, and I actually tell my friends about this, and like not many people knew this, but in my last year of school, in year 11, I was 16, I actually weed myself. So what happened was, it was the end of school and I needed to go catch my bus, but I also really needed a wee. So I just walked over to one of the toilets and we had I think we had like 4 main student toilets around the school. Like, there was loads of different buildings in our school. We had the drama block, which had one, the PE block, which had one, and then there was the maths and English department. No, it wasn't English, it was maths and geography. And then there was the English centre, which had toilets. So I went to the drama block, the door was locked. I go over to the maths block, and toilet door was blocked. So then I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. So I run over to the English centre because that's the closest one, because I wasn't going to make it to the PE one. And I literally I tackled the door, and it was locked as well. And I was like, oh my God. And I didn't have time to go anywhere else. And I was just pushing against the door, and it just came out, and I just weed myself. No one was around because everyone's gone for their buses, because I literally had 2 minutes. I'm checking my watch. I'm like this. I've not got a watch on my arm. What am I doing? But I had 2 minutes to get my bus. So I was like, right, I've got to go get my bus. So I took my blazer off, and I just sort of wrapped it around the front of me to cover up the big wet patch on my trousers. And I got on my bus, and no one knew I'd wet myself. No one knew it. And I was sitting there on the bus, and people around me, people on the bus were saying what's that weird smell? What's that smell? What's that weird smell? And I'm just sort of sat there quiet and I got off the bus and no one ever knew. And I remember telling my friend this, I could not stop laughing. Oh, it was so funny. But at the time, it was so stressful. How many countries have I visited? I don't know. I can't really think to really count, to be honest. I don't know. I think it's been 6. I don't know. Are you in or have you gone to college? Yes, I've gone to college, but I think in the US, I think you call college university. So I guess I've been to high school, which would be in America, but no, I've not been to university, I've been to college, and I did professional cookery. I also did hospitality and event management, professional patisserie, and I did a short course in counselling skills because I thought I wanted to be a counsellor. I decided I didn't want to be a counsellor. What was my favourite and worst subject in high school? My favourite subject in high school was probably drama. No. My favourite subject was creative and media. I really loved that. And I love doing this YouTube channel because of that, because I'm getting into video editing again. And my worst subject was Spanish. I am really bad at Spanish. I got an E in my GCSE in Spanish. I don't know what it was. I think part of it was the teacher, and then part of it was just me just not being very good with languages. So, yeah. What's my favourite drink? So my favourite drink at the moment is a tequila sunrise. I tried that at a wedding a couple months ago, and I loved it. I think I had 7 of them. I think I had 7 of them. Yeah, I had a good time. And but I think my favourite drink of all time is definitely a margarita. A good margarita with a salty rim. That's just, I love it. What's my favourite animal? My favourite animal is a polar bear. I have a little polar bear, teddy bear. Actually, it's at my mum's. My mum's stolen it because I think she was missing it. It was hers originally, but I've kind of stole it away from her. But yeah, I love polar bears. They're so cute. I love those I don't know, like Discovery programs. So they got the little baby polar bears. They're so cute, just sort of like rolling around in the snow, falling over. Oh, it's so cute. What's my favourite perfume? Well, that's a good question. So, like, I actually wear perfume. I don't wear, like, aftershave. Like, it's not really my thing. Like, I don't really care about, like, social, I don't know, gender norms, really. So, yeah, I love perfume. And my favourite one is Gucci Premier and, Marc Jacobs Decadence. I love the Decadence bottle. It's, actually, I'll go get it. I'll go get it. Oh no! Oh, you can see my horrible little pajama pants. Oh, like, so I have like this thing with like pants, basically. I don't like wearing them. I hate wearing pants. I feel like they're like little prisons for my legs. I hate them. So when I'm home, I either put on these, and if like once these get like dirty, I just wear like really, really short shorts. Like I hate wearing pants around the house, hate them. So, this is the Gucci Premier. It's in this lovely gold bottle. So I got this for my mum for her birthday, like, I don't know, 5 years ago. And I really like the smell of it. And then I bought it for myself because it's just amazing. Oh, it's just so sweet. It's so, so sweet. It makes you smell amazing. I always get compliments when I wear this. And then this is the bottle I wanted to show you because, like, how cute is it? So it's like some sort of like handbag, innit? And it's got like a tassel on it, it's got a chain. Like, oh my god, it's amazing. It smells amazing as well. Oh, it's like this one, but much deeper, if that makes sense. I don't really know much about fragrances or anything. Apparently this is really expensive, so I've only got this as a gift. So my dad got this for my mum for Christmas, I think it was, a few years ago. And then I love the smell of it, so I stole it and I used all of it. So then I ran out of it. So then I asked my boyfriend to get me it for Christmas the next year, and he was like, I'm not buying this for you again because it was really expensive. So I only wear this if I'm going anywhere nice. So number 13, tea or coffee. I only really like herbal teas. I've never had coffee in my life. Never had it. I'm scared I'm gonna get addicted to it like my dad. Like my dad's proper addicted to coffee. So number 14. What would you or have you named your children? I don't want children, so I don't really think of it. I don't really think about it. I don't want children. I just think we're too much work and they're really expensive. And I just don't think I've got the patience for it. What sports have you played? Don't really do sports, but I do sometimes do yoga and I like swimming. What's your favourite book? I can't think of the title. It's upstairs. I'll go get it. I'll go run it up again and mind my pants. So, this is my favourite book. It is The Liar in Your Life, The Way to Truthful Relationships by Robert Feldman. Really, really interesting. It has like lots of studies. I'm really into all this kind of stuff. I find it really interesting. And then I want to mention this because it's really, really cool. It's not my favourite book, and I've not read all the way through it yet. But it's Why We Love, The Natural Chemistry and Romantic Love by Helen Fisher. So I saw her do a TED Talk online. I think it was called like Why We Cheat, Why People Cheat, blah, blah, blah. And I find this really interesting. Yeah, I like things like this. I think she's like an anthropologist, something like that. It was anthropology, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. But yeah, those are two really interesting books. Who are some of your favourite YouTubers? Oh, this is going to be a hard one. So I've already mentioned Gregory Soriano, love him. Very, very, very creative. His work is beautiful. I'm always thinking about how I can incorporate some of his techniques and stuff. Like his mermaid one that he did with like iridescent sugar work is amazing. And I'll link him in the description box below. I just want some water, sorry. And then there's Billy from Sweetie Darling, John from Koali Pops, Rosie's Dessert Spot, Yolanda Gamp from How to Cake It, she's amazing. Nick is it Nick McBride's from the Scran line? His work's amazing. Like, I'm not really into cupcakes, but his cupcakes I can get into. Like, oh my god. Oh, there's just so many. There's so many. Kate Bash Studio. I love reaction channels as well because it's all sort of pop culture related. So I love Zachary Campbell. Dylan may not participate. He's really hot. Oh, I mentioned another one. Dan Langhan. Dan, I think that's how you say his last name. Oh my god, jawline for days. Like, he followed me on Instagram. So then I followed him back. Turns out he had a YouTube channel and he'd been on, I think it's called Cake Boss in the US. So then like, I checked out his YouTube channel and I'm like, his stuff's amazing, but his jawline is like, oh my god, he's really hot. I'm sorry if you ever watched this video, Dan. Oh, okay. Oh, and speaking of hot people, there's also Topless Baker. Love him as well. There's so many people I love on YouTube. It's not really fair for me to, I don't know, single it out to a few people. What's my favourite movie? I'm gonna say something cheesy like High School Musical, just because I don't really like movies in general. I mainly kind of like series things like on Netflix, so it's like binge watching series, because I can get really into the characters then. It's more character development, I feel more attached. Whereas with series, it's kind of like, it doesn't end, it continues and continues and continues, so there's always twists and turns. Whereas with movies, you can, I don't know, like through the last 30 minutes, you can tell how it's going to end. And I don't like movies just for that reason that they end within like 2.5 hours or something like that, or an hour and a half. Like, so I'm not really into movies for that reason. What's my ideal first date? So my ideal first date is, and I've done this twice, and they've been my favourite dates ever. So it's when I go to someone else's apartment or someone's house, and I cook them a meal, and we just sit down, we chill, and we just get to know each other. Like, I think that's the best thing, like, because I get to do what I love to do in their kitchen, they get to experience what I love. And it's just a really casual, really relaxed environment. Whereas I feel like in a restaurant, I feel like because I've had to dress up, I'm sitting down with someone face to face, and it's like there's people around me, so if there's noise in the background, I can never really feel like I'm focused. I just feel like those two dates that I've sort of described are my favourite because it just feels really relaxed and everything. And also I get to see their apartment or wherever it is they live, because I feel like it gives me a really good idea of what they're like as a person. So those are like my favourite dates. I kind of miss dating. I shouldn't really say that though. I shouldn't say that, but I kind of do though. I don't know. Yeah. How many boyfriends or girlfriends have I had? 2. Favourite memory from childhood? I don't know. Who remembers things from their childhood? I don't really remember things, or nothing really sticks out for me, rather. I don't know, like maybe going to a water park was really cool. I did that in Barcelona, or it wasn't in Barcelona, it was near it. That was amazing. Do you speak any different languages? No. I think I've already expressed how bad I am with languages. Do I have any siblings? I have one half brother. And how would I describe my sense of fashion? It says this was 25 questions, but it's 30 here. Like, someone can't count. How would I describe my sense of fashion? At the moment, I describe it as I can't afford any new clothes. I'd love to update my wardrobe, but I can't really afford it at the moment. So that's how I describe my my sense of fashion. What's my favourite restaurant? Bar Burrito. It's quick and easy, and I love burritos. I'm addicted to them. I love making my own burritos as well. Yeah. What's my favourite TV show? TV shows. Okay. Attack on Titan. I've been watching that. Well, I just finished the second season, and can I just say, it was an amazing second season, but they only gave us 12 episodes, I think it was, and they're only half an hour long, and it's like, you made us wait, like, was it 4 or 5 years for a second season? You only gave us 12 episodes? Are you kidding me? And how long are we gonna have to wait for, like, the 3rd season? Who knows? But yeah, that really frustrated. This is why I get really into series, I get really frustrated, but yeah, I don't know. And I love The Walking Dead. I love any kind of apocalyptic kind of thing. What else do I love? I love The Good Wife. The Good Wife was amazing. The ending was amazing. And yeah, there's so many TV shows I love though. PC or Mac? I use a PC. I've always used a PC. The only time I ever used a Mac was when I did creative and media, and that was a total mind swear word for me. What phone do I have? I have a iPhone 6S. Oh, I knocked over my cake then, but who cares? It's trash anyway. Yeah, I have an iPhone 6S. I love it. I used to have an Android. Before that, I was always using Androids. I hated Android compared to the iPhone. So much quicker, so much easier. Love the iPhone. Tell us one of my bad habits. My bad habit is I leave cupboard doors open. I do it all the time, and it's not a conscious thing. I just forget to do it. So that's my 25 questions about me, even though it turned out to be 30. I'm sorry this video is going to be so long, but I thought it would be better to do something than nothing. So yeah, I will upload a video next week, I promise, and it'll be a baking one, and hopefully everything comes out fine. And even if it doesn't, I'll upload it anyway, promise. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you like it, and like the video if you liked it. Dislike it, yeah, you can dislike it. It's not what this channel should be about if you want. And yeah, I'll see you next week, and take care. Bye.